Hello and welcome. I'm Reprobate Gamer and this is the For Honor beta.
I bring war.
A little bit of a cutscene there. This is footage taken from the open beta that closed just before Valentine's Day 2017. So I spent a couple of hours on. So you start with the choice between playing for Knights, Vikings, and Samurai. I'm under strict orders from my wife to go for Knights, which is fair enough. So that's what we're going to go on and get on with. Obviously, there's going to be a quick customization going on. So you have your customization goes, and then you will go into a fairly lengthy training sequence where they'll be teaching you the moves, the basic move set, and how the game all puts together. I have at this point, I'm about to chop out, I don't know, 20 minutes or so of footage, I guess. For Honor is very much not a button masher. It very much requires you to keep a guard up, to have the correct stance, to pick your attacks, to use combos, to try to outthink you and outflank your opponent. We'll go straight into not the first match I played. See here, this is the start of the training sequence. You always come in as this character. Presumably you come in as your starting faction character. We're going to dive straight into an actual game. This is a little bit later on, playing for an hour or so. I've given up on my Warden character and I'm trying out for the first time a Peacekeeper. So this is dual armed. We're playing Dominion, we're playing 4 on AI, because I'm not much of a button masher. I will raise my hand for that. But we're playing the Dominion type, Domination type, whatever the thing's called. So in terms of grabbing health, if you... Ooh, hello. So this is standard domination. Oh, yeah, it's a bad start to this game. I'm sure I'll get better. I'm not much of a button masher. Which is why I'm choosing to fight against AI opponents rather than real people, because I presume real people who'd been playing it for a bit at this point, and this is the open beta we're looking at, not the closed. I'm presuming real people will know what they're doing here. So, Dominion, you have A, B, and C points, and you score points. You can see blue is racking up the points here. A and C will give you a health boost if you hold them. B won't, but B is a chance for you to get involved. You can see here there's 2 of us work on this, so it makes it a lot easier. I've gone grey because I've blown through my attacks. Peacekeeper actually drains the stamina holding her stance, which I hadn't quite realised. So you've got all these mooks here, so these aren't the main guys. So they can attack you. So you can't quite let your guard down. The mooks will kind of push to and fro in the areas. They'll never attack A and C. They'll only ever attack the middle point. But it's a nice way to practice some of your moves, and you can get simple points from them. And you can use them as cover if it comes to it. So you can see it's very much the symbols you can see in the middle are you have a high guard, a left or right guard, and you always have to be picking to make sure you have the correct stance. You can only block an attack from an opponent if you're in the right stance. It's also possible to counterattack, to parry, dodge out the way. It really helps to have more than one of your team attacking the same person. If you're outnumbered, it really does make sense to actually run away and come back. So the green meter is your stamina, and your health above, and you recharge your health pretty quick in these things, which is quite good. So the Peacekeeper is very much an attacking class, counter-attacking class, I should say. You actually do better not to hold your stance until you absolutely need it. So, you really shouldn't be attacking it in the middle of a whole bunch of mooks. I had to find all the way through the beta. I was having all sorts of connection issues. Played for about 2 to 3 hours in total. I spent a lot. There's quite a few games I wasn't able to connect with. Or we saw that server sync issue appear a couple of times. I really should be going back and get some health at this point. I'm trying to see if I can get health back by holding B, but you don't seem to at this point. And as you can see, I mean, it is a very meaty, chunky game. The combat really is quite. There's a lot of weight to it. Nope. It is sadly possible. Friendly fire is always on. Hard to control where a sword waves. And there's various maintain guides. I mean, this is a 4x4, which you could do all against players. And when you get to 1,000 points, you then have to try and do, like Titanfall, this epilogue sequence. You're trying to finish off their heroes. They can still capture the points and bring their heroes back to life. I don't know if it's possible for you to lose if you've already scored over. I presume it possibly is. I presume they can turn it around. You also get duels, which are 1-on-1. There's brawls, which are 2-on-2. You can do custom map types. Oh, I really shouldn't be pushing forward at this point. I can't lose track of where I am at this point. It can be a bit tricky sometimes to see your enemies around the mooks. There you are. I see you, lady. Execution for style. There you go. That was a sample match on For Honor. I'm not the best at this game, as you can see by the scores there. Do alright on objective captures, as I always do in these, but not necessarily stopping the enemy from chopping my head off. And as you rank up your character, it's very easy to get the first couple of level ranks up, and you get options on, different bits of loot, which, like Destiny, upgrade skills, and all sorts of different statistics to go along with it. You're looking at here. This is kind of, there's a global war, a faction war is always ongoing. So the more wins you get, your faction will gain more territory, and you can choose to assign war assets to aid in the attack of other territories owned by your enemies, or to defend enemies you already held. I've no idea why that failed to deploy. It's a bit more of a thoughtful game. The trailers have had it quite action-packed, but no, you really do need to put some thought into this. You need to be able to kind of more towards that idea of a fighting game. Oddly enough, yeah, it is about fighting. And these are contract orders. These are kind of mini bounties that aid to the amount of XP you get. It's a very well put together game, other than the server issues I was having. I didn't notice any kind of tearing. There was no. The sound was very good. You've got a nice selection of characters to pick from. You can choose against AI if you need to practice your skills. You can go back into the practice areas if you just need to practice your combos, and guard break is definitely something to learn. So maybe try it out if you like the look of it. Not certain I'll be coming back to it, but maybe we will. In any case, thank you all very much for watching. I've been Reprobate Gamer. This was For Honor, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.